shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Watch it.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put it in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. James Mack, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean. We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special guests, make it seem so easy. Try to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
On to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute. Hey.
Man.
Salute, Dub, salute.
Man,
God, boy, that was old school fire slammer jammer from the Houston Cougar days.
Man, they got some boys. They got some hops. Them kids, man, they jumped out of the gym over there.
Yeah, and B-Rod, them ain't them skinny malnutrition kids either.
No,
like, these kids look like football players out there jumping all over the gym.
Oh yeah, they working out. They ain't missing no workouts, no nothing over there.
No,
they day 3 days a week and everything.
Well, J Mac normally say they haven't missed any leg days.
No, they ain't nothing.
They ain't missing the meal either. Pat, I'm telling you, man, we was at the game against Panther Creek, and we was out there. I was telling Willow, I was telling Coach Carr, I said, man, I don't see how these boys ain't playing football, but all I see is a bunch of defensive ends out here.
Man, powerful.
For real. And you know what, man, them basketball coaches be trying to hoard all the football. They got potential football players all over them basketball courts. Just think about if Carter High School ran out all them 6'5" cats they had on the football field, they'll be a terror.
Yeah. Even Kimball. Like Kimball getting out the first round if they got some of them kids on their basketball team, on their football team. I'm telling you.
No, hey, bro, that's another topic. Coach Bam, get some of them kids on your team, man. Get some of them kids on your football team. Y'all running out all these 6'5" high jumpers that'll be mossing everybody and getting y'all to the second and third round of the playoffs.
I'm telling you.
It's great support. And they can play both sports. It ain't like they be real. It ain't like, hey,
it's 4A.
I mean, they just be real.
It's 4A. Why you not playing all sports in 4A?
Bro, for real. I agree. I 100% agree. All right.
And the crazy part about it, it's the 4A team. It's the 4A schools who keeping the players from playing both sports. The 5A and 6A school, they don't care. It's the 4A school. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but they are hoarding them players, man. Y'all basketball coaches, come off them players, man. Hey, and we got a special guest coming on tonight, Coach Corey Campbell. He's in the background. We're gonna bring him on in a minute, and he's an AD and the head football coach at Lake Highlands High School. And that'll be a great question to ask him about do you get to get some of those basketball players on the football team, man? Because I'm telling you, when I see that and see all the athleticism, man, that don't make no sense, brother. I'm telling you, that's good for another 2 wins. What we're seeing over there at Kimball.
I bet at least 4 players. I bet you know what, Pat. I'm gonna say at least 4 players on a football team play basketball. I'm gonna say at least 4.
Yeah, bro, for real. 4. At least.
At least.
And hey, you got some bench warmers that are 6'5" that ride the bench the whole year. They at least need to be playing some football, man. It might be some stars in football.
I don't get it, man.
He had 6'4", can't make a jump shot.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it.
No, for real. For real. Hey, real quick before we bring on Coach, we got another special guest coming on later on. For the love of swag, he'll be back tonight to talk. Of course, you know he's gonna talk about this game right here, Carter Kimball. And the gym in the city is gonna be jumping on Friday night, man. So it's at Ellis Davis, huh?
Oh yeah, extra security.
Extra security. Get there early. And leave.
No,
Hopefully it's a blowout if you can leave early.
Bruh. Y'all, are you going to the game and then y'all going?
Nah, I ain't going.
B. Rise, ever since Lake Ridge had their unfortunate incident, B. Rise, he ain't got no love for basketball no more.
I know, man. Boy, that broke my heart, boy.
I'm thinking about going, but I'm also, it's a lot of good games up here my way. Like, shoot, I might go check out West Mesquite.
Oh yeah, West Mesquite on that nice run.
Yeah.
But hey, B. Rise, while you're disappointed, I'm gonna talk about something real quick, near and dear to your heart. Have you ever been to Southern Skates? Shout out to Southern Skates. We got a group that's gonna be going out there cooking. Woody's Grill or whatever, man. They're gonna be handling the contract that we just acquired up there, and they'll be cooking for there. I heard they haven't had food there since the pandemic, but there'll be a bunch of barbecue and stuff going on and a bunch of skating. Have you been out there to Southern Skates in your past?
Yeah, I used to work there when I was in high school. Yeah, I know exactly where it's at.
You're our hood.
Oh yeah, my hood. Yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
No doubt.
We're gonna talk a little bit about it more. But shout out to Allen, man. That was a great game last night. I don't know if anybody saw it. For everybody that saw Allen beat North Crowley, that was a really, really good game. And shout out to Allen. Now you got to finish it. Because them boys in San Antonio pretty good. We'll talk about it later, but I was checking them out. The boys in San Antonio pretty good. The football down there may suck, but they know how to hoop.
Yeah, they can.
Hey, Allen got that lick back on what North Crowley did to him in the football season. So, you know, they could beat their chest for a little bit, but you know, not football. But hey, it is what it is. Coach Carr, what it do?
What's up, fellas? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
We are good. We are good. Well, speaking of coaches, man, we're about to introduce Coach Corey Campbell, Lake Highlands Wildcats, to the dub. Boom, like that. Dub salute, Coach.
How we doing, man? I appreciate you having me. Appreciate you guys. What y'all doing for our game?
Anytime, Coach. Appreciate you being on.
Absolutely. So, Coach, we're going to take you through the car wash. Basically, we want to kind of get a history on you before we start getting into other topics and stuff. We want to find out where you played high school football at and how you ended up at Lake Highlands.
Yes, sir. You know, athletics, huge part of my life ever since I can remember being a small kid. I grew up outside of Wichita Falls in a place called Archer City. It's really small. I know y'all. I've listened to y'all's podcast. I know y'all got some West Texas knowledge. It's not quite West Texas, but it's North Central up there around the Wichita Falls area. And it just had a really, really great experience in high school athletics. And I think that's what grew me to the coaching aspect of it. You know, the experience that I had, the friends that I made. You know, we were pretty good in high school. We were ranked second in the state. Unfortunately, we didn't win it all, but I went off and played college football at Cisco Junior College. I played quarterback there. Reality was I wasn't good enough to play at the next level. And so I just finished school, and I knew coaching was in the cards. Yeah, ever since, that's what I've been doing the last 25 years.
Wow. Hey, man, shout out to Cisco Junior College. My oldest son played there for a half a semester. He got a scholarship based off of what he did in the spring. That was kind of crazy, but he had a hell of a spring, and Southeast Missouri came and got him right after that. So shout out to old Cisco, man. That's a one-horse town for real.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It's you know, the landscape of junior college football is changing all the time, and I think we're seeing right now, you know, how it's changing. And you know, with the transfer portal and all the things that are going on, man, our high school athletes, especially the ones that aren't 4 or 5 star, it's getting more and more difficult for those guys to find a place.
You're absolutely right. And I mean, it's a scary landscape for the kids. I mean, the crazy thing is, on one end, they're able to capitalize on their image and likeness and make money at an earlier stage. But then on the other end, like you said, it's less and less high school kids getting, you know, truly recruited. So that's a double-edged sword on that. Yes, sir. So Lake Highlands, how we get there?
Started my coaching career at A&M Consolidated down in the Bryan College Station area, and left there and went to Sealy. I don't know if you guys know Sealy I-10, just kind of suburbia Houston, Katy area. You know, I was young and single, and so I wanted to be a coordinator as fast as I could. And so I was putting my stuff in the U-Haul, getting up and down the road. Came to the Metroplex. Became an offensive coordinator at 26 at Lake Dallas, and then got to Lake Highlands in 2010 as the offensive coordinator. You know, Lake Highlands is a pretty special place. I've been there 15 years, and I never stayed at any place very long because I was trying to get to the next job and the next promotion. But when I got to Lake Highlands, it's a little bit different. You know, I'm from a small town, and Lake Highlands kind of got that small town feel in the big city. That, man, they support their own and they support athletics, and it's just a special place. It kind of grew on me, and then I was fortunate enough to get the head job there. You know, it's been a great journey.
Absolutely. Who came out of Sealy? Was it Eric Dixon or Craig James? I know somebody from the Pony Express.
Yeah, Big E, Eric Dickerson played at Sealy back in the day. So you hear a lot of those stories. You know, and I was in 99, and we played in the state title game 99, and man, he was around a bunch, and you know, at the end of the day, at the stadium there, I haven't been back there in a few years, but it says home of Eric Dickerson, Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Okay, the guy, yes, sir. All right, so you get to Lake Highlands, and like you said, you were anxious to move on to the next job, but they ended up making it home. And Lake Highlands is one of those. I was talking to Jay Mack about this earlier today. It's one of those weird schools in the Metroplex because it's kind of tucked in the North Dallas region of Dallas, but it's in the Richardson Independent School District. I remember when I was younger, I used to get it mixed up with Hillcrest and everything else. But you know, like you said, it's kind of tucked away in its own little corner of the Metroplex. What makes Lake Highlands special? Because you guys have had a winning tradition. I was just kind of going through Dave Campbell's and looking at the records over the years, and I like 6 wins is like probably the worst season in years that y'all had. Other than that, it's 8 wins, 10 wins, 9 wins.
Yeah, I think you know, a lot of it is just you know, honoring our past. You know, and there's been a lot of special football players walk the halls at Lake Highlands. You know, in my office, I think we've got 4 or 5 footballs from the NFL of guys that played in Super Bowls. You know, I think I've got 1 or 2 that played, that played for me. And then you not to mention, you know, it's had some really great teams. State championship in the 80s. You got guys like Marcus Stiggers who played there in the 90s. You know, and you know, that tradition is special, but then that small town feel is hard to explain from the outside. But man, they really support their own, and you know, I've loved it ever since.
All right, I'm gonna pass it on. B. Rise, what you got, boss?
Oh yes, sir. So, Coach, you know, y'all competitive every year, you know, but it seems like, you know, y'all get to that second round, third round, so y'all kind of hit a Qual, what do y'all got to do? Just kind of, get over that hump.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think whenever they went to 6A football and then they split the divisions, I know like 5A. I heard you guys talking earlier about basketball. They're splitting basketball now in Division I, Division II, and we have about 3,000 kids in high school, and for the last 6 or 7 years, we found ourselves in that D1 playoff bracket. Man, that round 2 and round 3, that ain't no joke. I mean, you guys know that some of the best high school football players right here in the Metroplex, the likes of, Duncanville and DeSoto and the Allens and CAMPBELLs and Prospers and all the teams. And that's that second round opponent in that Division I area round. That's been difficult for us. I think two things. One, you got to be careful not getting caught up in it. And I tell our kids all the time, our goal is to kick down that door, but we got to keep getting to the, you can't forget where you came from, and we got to just keep knocking on that door. And we got some special things coming at Lake Highlands.
That's all I got for now.
All right, J Mac.
Yeah. Number one, thanks for coming, Coach.
Heck yeah.
I've always kind of been a admirer of Lake Highlands, and I was telling Pat this, man. I swear it was up to about maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I thought Lake Highlands was DISD. For the longest I did. But I got a question about Richardson here in a minute. But first, I want to ask you. You've been there for so long. What's been the key to Lake Highlands having that? When I think of Lake Highlands, I think of that grit. I think of physical, tough kids.
Yep.
What's been the key to maintaining that? Because it seems like it's that every year. I remember we talked to Coach Fleener, and when I talked to Coach Fleener, when he talked about that game, he was like, "Hey, Lake Highlands, they're not a pushover. You're gonna be in a fight when you go there. It's gonna be a war." So I'm just, you're kind of like the reputation precedes you. What's been the key to keeping that identity for all these years?
Yeah, I think Jeff and I go way back to when he was the offensive coordinator at Allen, and we have had some tough ones over the years, whether he's at Mesquite or Forney or whatever. Got a lot of respect for him, but I think the grit and the toughness that you're referring to, our strength and conditioning coordinator Judd Smith does a phenomenal job, and I think one thing that our kids are not afraid to work. And during the off season, you put that work in that weight room and on that track and those kind of places and get ready for spring ball. The more you're willing to sacrifice, the more it hurts when you're not successful. And that creates that physicality that our kids really enjoy. As the season goes along.
Yes, sir. And you have a pretty special running back. I saw Matt Stepp he mentioned it. I was going to ask you about it, but tell us about the running back you have, and what are you going to be able to put around them to get you guys, out of that first, second round and enjoying some Thanksgiving practice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're referring to Christian Rhodes. Christian, he's being recruited by everybody in the country. Everyone's there, and we'll have a bunch more in the spring. SEC, Big 12, ACC, but he's a special talent. He's 6'2", 210, 4'5" kid, and he likes that physicality brand of football. I guess 2 seasons ago he was on our JV as a sophomore. And college coaches were at practice asking me, what we thought. And, unless they do it on Friday night under the lights, man, and we get it on video, I didn't, I told him I thought he had a lot of upside, but we just hadn't seen him. And that first playoff or that first regular season game against Forney, and then throughout the season, not only was he a special back, but he does a lot of great things without the ball. And what I mean by that is just the physicality in the protection game, the lead blocking in the run game. It's been fun for him to see that success, at the end of the day. And our kids enjoy college coaches come around our program all the time. That's good for our kids. That's good for our community. So other kids are getting an opportunity to be recruited. But Christian's he's special.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man Rod. He said he wants to give a shout out to Coach Duffield, the boys' best basketball coach. I guess you being the AC, y'all did just have a championship a couple years ago. Y'all still living off that high, or is it rebuild time, or what are we doing?
Well, I tell you what, those medals, those rings are hard to come by. So Coach Duffield does a great job. I mean, obviously, you guys know, when you have a guy on the caliber of Trey Johnson on your team, sure does make things nice for the head coach. But super proud of those guys able to, I guess that was 3 years ago now, to be able to win a state title down there in San Antonio. And that was sure special to see our community, travel down there and witness that. And, I think in high school athletics, the experience that kids have is truly special. Those kids will remember that forever. They'll remember who they lockered next to. They'll remember bus rides to playoff games. I heard you guys talking a while ago about Kimball Carter, my son and I think we went to every playoff game. My family went to San Antonio. And so those are just memories, that high school athletics creates that are truly, truly special. And I think Trey's doing pretty well now. I think he's a leading scorer in SEC. He'll be a lottery pick. I think it'll work out pretty good for him.
Yeah, I'm watching him now just waste all his talents with this terrible coach. He wasted all. I'm watching the game now. They losing by 10 by Arkansas, and he played.
Oh my God!
But it's just this coach that couldn't find his way out of the tunnel. He's terrible, coach. I mean, he's terrible. He's horrible, coach. This got to be the worst coach I ever seen in my life. With a great job at a blue blood, and he's trash. I mean, the only thing that's good about him is he recruited Trey. That's it. He ain't got nothing else to put on his shelf. Roger Terry, I hope you get fired. Oh, okay, I'm done with the questions.
Okay. Hey, J-Mac, let me say this before I pass to Coach Carr real quick, because I do want to get this question in. We were talking about Kimball not utilizing all those 6'5" players to play on their high school football team. Do you get to get some of those 6'5" players to play on your football team, or is the head coach over there fighting with you over those players?
I'll be honest with you. We try. The last thing I want to do is tell a kid not to play a sport, because I feel like I'm taking away an experience that he could have in his high school career. So that's not my philosophy. I don't believe in it. If you're going to play two, it's going to require work. You can't just talk about two. If you're going to play two and you want to be elite, it's going to require work. You got to get up shots. You got to live in the weight room. You got to do things when other people are at home watching TV. And it's not for everybody. We've had some that, have done it and really excelled. And then we've had others that have struggled, but I ain't gonna lie. There's times, I walk in that gym and there's one of them 6'5" wideouts you can throw that 9 ball to in the end zone. I sure wasn't having it.
All right. Well, we got the great Coach Carr on. It's on you, brother.
Hey, Coach, man, glad you on, man. Everything good? How the off season going for you?
Yeah, it's good. We finished 9-3, and we lost to CAMPBELL, who played North Crowley really tough in that next game. We got back to work in the weight room and just I think we were talking about it earlier, and that, kick in the door mentality. And that's what we've been talking to our kids about. We want to take that next step. Again, you're talking about elite high school football, not only in the state of Texas, but in the country, being played right here. And we want to be a part of that. Our off-season program is in a really, really good spot. We've got some holes to fill, as everybody does, year in and year out. But we're getting ready for spring ball to start in late April, and to get that video out and to analyze it from every angle you can, and drone and all the things that go into that. And so we can kind of put that puzzle back together and be ready to go for next August.
Yeah, Coach, and don't worry about J-Mac and some of the things that he says about coaches. I'm the only one on this panel that picked you to win district, Coach. So don't worry about them, Coach. Don't worry about them, Coach. Listen, they had you finishing dead last, barely making the playoffs. So when you hear this man going on these rants about these coaches, don't pay him no never mind, Coach.
Rodney Terry trash.
Coach, don't listen. I don't know how the number one team in the country coaches trash, but
he's a basketball coach, and they ain't been close to number one.
They're not number one.
Are
they the number one team in the country? I don't follow basketball.
The girls.
Well, all the girls are.
Yeah. Oh, that coach, he's great. Vic Schaefer, he's amazing.
Okay. Well, anyway, Coach, listen, Coach. Anyway,
Rodney Terry need to come take a seat over here with us.
Coach, you can't be doing our coaches like that. So listen, Coach, don't pay him no mind. So, and when you was talking about the people up in your office, you missed the Stiggers, but I got something good for you though, Coach. So back in the day, man, when I was coming out of high school, we played in the All Bowl. And we went up and we got a guy from Burke Burnett. You know where Burke Burnett is, Coach?
I sure do.
You know that guy named Skip Hicks, Coach?
I know Skippy.
Yeah, and hold up. Huh?
Yeah, I know him really well. We played AAU basketball together, and we went to Cisco together. And we kind of grew up. Archer City, where I grew up, is about 25, 30 minutes from Burke Burnett. And the thing that I loved about Skip, he's one of those basketball guys, and he played football.
Yeah. So I played against Skip. Well, we played together in the All Bowl. I'm gonna tell you something else too. Fun fact: our kicker was Philip Dawson.
Yeah.
All right.
The Lake Highlands grad.
Yes. And Coach, I played against Detron Smith in high school and in college.
Yeah.
Well, we ran through y'all back in my day, Coach, so don't worry about it. It was kind of like what you was going through in the second round. Y'all played us in the second round when I went to Carter, and it was really good games, but
yeah,
you know how it is. But listen, so I'm gonna tell you this though, Coach. So just by some of these guys, when I looked at your team and I see this big back, I think everybody in the world should find them a big running back. I think they're all the difference in the world. What complementary pieces do you have around him that's going to either allow that other position group to excel or to allow him to excel?
Yeah, so we've got a couple receivers, that I think will shine next year because of that loaded box that we're going to see at times because of Christian Rhodes. And then we've got another back. That was a sophomore this year, by the name of Franklin Evans. And he's about 6'2", 185, just 1 year younger. And I think, it's not like we're going to catch people by surprise with Christian back there, but I think it's going to help Christian and take some of the load off of him, having another back in the backfield. We'll have some what we call two-back sets, obviously being in the shotgun and having two running backs back there, and then have the ability for that second running back to kind of be of a hybrid player, kind of like you'd see an outside linebacker that also can play safety. We'll spit our running back out in the slot. And then I think one thing people don't talk a lot about Christian, he is a big back, is he really catches the ball well out of the backfield. And so, we'll get some lighter boxes when we get in empty sets and stuff like that, and we'll throw some RPOs in there. And he's done a really good job of kind of honing his craft there. As we go. But I think having that back, I think it's going to allow some of our other skill players to shine just because of that attention and that loaded box that we're going to see at times.
Coach, what do you think the next step has to be made in order for Lake Highlands to go to the next level? Like, I know you're talking about these second round losses, and of course, the people you play in the second round are good programs, but so are you. What do you think that you have to do? Is it something you got to do in the preseason to get you prepared? Do you think your district is not up to the point where it really pushes you to a certain extent? I know we talk a lot about Richardson Berkner making that run and Richardson making that run, but consistently you have put together a really good season. So what is it that you got to do to get your team to the next level?
Well, I think first and foremost, you got to give yourself an opportunity. And we've done that. We've got to the door, and we've got to continue to do that before we look too far down the road and say, this is where we got to get to. We got to make sure that the standard of our program, we're getting to that spot. And once you get there, I think you got to continue to kick that door in. Again, we've been close. Several times against some really, really good football teams. And so I think the number one thing is you got to continue to knock on that door. And then, guys, at the end of the day, you need we can sit up here and talk about what coaches do and how good of coaches they are. And this guy's not very good. But at the end of the day, you need dogs. You need players, and I think more and more as our program grows and continues to be successful, you're looking for the culmination of a really special class to kind of kick the door in to get that new tradition started, and I think that's, talking to Coach Wiley at CAMPBELL this year, they had a really, really good team, really talented quarterback who's going to Baylor. We actually scrimmaged them and before we started the season, and he and I got to visit a little bit, and he was pretty senior laden. And so when you get that group, you get that class together, you got to make it count, and hats off to him and the job that he's done at CAMPBELL, but at the end of the day, I think you continue to knock on that door. And when you have that group, you got to kick it in.
So what group is that? Like, do you have a group coming through that you like, wow, I can't wait to get a hold of these kids? Are they in your junior high? Is it your freshman class?
Great question. I think for the first time, maybe since I've been at Lake Highlands, it's not one class, but it's our freshmen. We're 8-2. Our JV was 7-3. Our varsity was 9-3. And with just putting that on top of that and then getting a new group of freshmen in, I think one of the things that's hurt us in the last couple years is a couple talented freshmen that moved. When you look up and you're trying to kick that door in and you say, okay, I lost one or two here and one or two here. Well, those 3 or 4 or 5 players may be the difference. And obviously, being in the Metroplex and so many different options that kids have and things like that, that's always a challenge. But I think as our program grows even more and we get more and more of that stability, keeping that nucleus together year in and year out will give us an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and like you said, developing more depth. Depth is good. Depth, I think, allows you to compete, right? I don't necessarily think depth allows you to take that next step, right? So if you got a lot of kids, the fact that they're competing is really good because now if somebody gets hurt, you got another guy to come in, but you don't want to keep stacking the same type of guys behind the same type of guys, right? You're going to need those elite guys that separates themselves, as they say in basketball, has the ability to create his own shot, right? So
Sure.
I can't double I can't single block this defensive lineman because if I do, he's gonna eat every day and I can't get a playoff. So I got to double him. Well, I can't double him because they got an outside linebacker over here that's really good, and now I got to pick my poison. You know what I mean? Now, I got a corner over here. I can't throw the deep ball. He gonna take one half of the field away. So now I got more issues to deal with. But when you just have a steady group of just solid guys, yes, you're gonna have a winning program because you have depth. I think what you're saying is you need, like anybody, any coach. I mean, I'm one of them. Shoot, if I had some elite talent, I love to coach elite talent. Um, do you think that you guys do a great job of developing the talent that you have and turn it into above average to good players?
Yeah, that's a great question. We talked about Trey Johnson a while ago. When you get that elite player, it doesn't come along very often. Some of us are more fortunate than others on being able to coach multiple kids like that. But when you get that kind of player, you really got to capitalize on it. And as our basketball team did a few years ago, referring to, our staff, when I got the head coaching job here, the room kind of stood up and said, we want to stay here. And I'm loyal to those guys. Our staff does a great job. And I don't know that we have elite year in and year out. I'll give you an example. We have a defensive end. His name's Jordan Condoba. And his junior year, he started 12 ball games for us at defensive end. The year before, he was on the JVB team playing running back. And so, when I talk about developing kids, I mean, their bodies are going to change in the off season. And we get to that spring practice, we'll take a look at guys on both sides of the ball at times and figure out where they fit our program and how we can put them in a spot to be successful. I think that's really important, as kids change, their body changes, that we as coaches are developing. And then in the second part of that is developing, you hear about in college all the time and then the NFL about developing, but they need to be in the right place, and when you develop kids and you're around them every day and you can see them like in the spring practice, I think it gives us the ability, the example of moving a kid from a JVB team running back that had a great offseason that really bought into the program to give him an opportunity to play defensive end. And then he comes back last year and was a really, really good player, and he's a returner. And so I think when more kids start to do that, it rubs off on other kids. And again, that's what gives you a program. That's what sets a standard that we want to believe in.
So do you allow your kids to play on both sides of the ball? And when do you realize, okay, this kid, like at what age are you saying, all right, I let you do both, but this is where you're going to college. This is where the team needs you. This is where you're going to excel. Like, how does that look? How do you decide how you're going to move from that standpoint?
Yeah, great question. So what we do with our freshmen, we have two freshman teams, sometimes three, and those two freshman teams, that freshman red team or that first freshman team, A team, whatever you want to call it, we don't carry too many kids on that team. So we only probably carry about 35 or 40 kids on that team. And the reason being is we want those kids to play. And I don't mean just play offense. I want them to play offense and defense. And it's not every position maybe, but I want those kids to play football, And so we may carry 60 or 70 on our freshman 2 team or 50 on our freshman 3 team, whatever. But with that first group, we're not gonna carry too many because we want kids to play on both sides of the ball. And after that freshman year, when we get to spring, we'll do the same thing. We'll let them practice on both sides of the ball, and then obviously their body type will start to tell us. Our need as a program will start to tell us, and then if they're talented enough, we played Allen at Globe Life. I don't know when that was, in the second round. I don't know, 3-4 years ago. We had an outside backer that played receiver, one of the most talented kids that I've ever coached. and he could do both. And he had proved to our staff that he could do both. Not all kids can do it. I think it's also important if you're going to have a kid that does that, that you kind of ease them into that. It's kind of like a pitcher at spring training. I know the Rangers getting ready to roll. They don't run that guy out there and pitch him 9 innings on the first start. And so I think it's important in week 1 to sit down with your staff and say, hey, this kid's going to play a couple quarters on defense this week, even though he's an offensive player. And then the time you get to district play, he's playing 75% on offense and playing all the time on defense. And you look up in games, you need difference makers, you need elite players. They're ready for that, so they can play the whole game.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I think when you have guys like that, you got to rep count them, right? You got to make sure that you're not overutilizing them, because if you're a team like you want to make sure your guys are fresh late in the season and going into the playoffs, and you don't want to put all those mileage on them. And I think it's kind of like I'm gonna play you when I need you the most, right? It's kind of like the Corey and Moore. I need you to shut this dude down, so I need you to come in and play. But every game might not dictate that, right? So the last question I have for you, Coach, your weekly schedule, like how does that look from game, say from game plan day, so Sunday to game day? How does that look? What do you, and by the way, Coach, 35 kids on 2 freshman teams, 3 freshman teams?
Yeah, we got 270 playing football at Lake Highlands. So
oh my God, Coach.
But that's what Rayburn was telling us Sunday about developing depth, right, in the program. And to me, I understand it now. Why, when he told us Sunday, when Rayburn was talking to us Sunday, was because you never know what's coming from that freshman B team player or that JV B team player.
I'll give you a story real quick. So Aiden Webb is played safety for us this year. He's going to Oklahoma State, and his freshman year, he was the freshman B team quarterback. So I don't want to over sensationalize the story and tell you guys that we're going to find 50 diamonds in the rough.
No,
but at the same time, man, we're gonna, if the kids will buy into what we're doing and believe in our standard, and they keep working, there's gonna be 6 to 8 to 10 kids that we thought there ain't no way, and they'll surprise you. And again, we have a ton of numbers. And at the end of the day, there'll be a lot of those kids who won't surprise you, but you'll have 6 or 7 or 8, and some of them will be starters. Some of them will give you that depth that you're alluding to. And some of them are just going to be great program kids that want to be a part of something. And we want to kind of provide all that for our kids.
Yeah. I was literally, J-Man, it's funny you say that, because I was really about to ask you that. I mean, out of 270, you can find 11. Right, like I was like, man, I could find me 11, diamond in a row, and then on top of that, right, you still got to think about the kids that necessarily are not being developed until later on, right? So you still got out of that group maybe another 10 or 15 that are late bloomers, right? But my last question to you is, Coach, well, it's actually the first question I asked you. From Sunday to Friday, like how does that look? How do you go about game planning? How do you go about practice and things like that with all those kids and all those programs? Like, you probably got to have about 20 coaches, right?
We have 14 coaches and then myself, and they do an unbelievable job. We're probably a little different than a lot of programs. We don't have a freshman staff, and so we feel like it's important to get to know our kids, to start to build that relationship when they're freshmen. And so, our offensive staff will go out. Our freshmen practice in the morning, and so they'll go out with our freshmen and practice offense while our defense is doing stuff inside, in video or in meetings with our older guys. But as far as Sunday goes, getting back to Saturday, the coaches come in Saturday, 7:30 in the morning, and I give them. I tell them I give them till. We joke around about this a lot, but I give them till 9 o'clock. And so at 9 o'clock, the videos needs to be graded. I've got a couple O-line coaches. I think they grade that video for 2 days, and I tell them it's time to go at 9 o'clock, and we get right to opponent. And so we break down opponent video during the week. We have some guys that do some breakdown for us. And then we'll break down some more data until lunch. And then after lunch, we'll start to run a bunch of numbers and data and stuff that we do that we feel like that's important to us. And then about 1 o'clock, we'll start to kind of what we call a tentative game plan. We'll do it in the run game. We'll do it in the pass game. Obviously, the defensive staff is starting to put their game plan together. And then once that game plan is about 75% done, that's usually about 6, 7 o'clock at night on Saturday. Then our staff goes home, and then we'll come back and run it back and finalize that game plan on Sunday. When the kids get there Monday morning at 8 o'clock, our varsity guys will go to scouting report meeting, and they'll basically get the game plan from the coordinators and position coaches. We'll start to watch video, and then we'll verbally we'll put in the game plan. And when that game plan gets in, the kids have heard it for once, then we'll hit the practice field Monday afternoon, and we go at it. And then Tuesday we come back, lift and video in the same kind of practice, but now you're getting more and more familiar with that game plan. And then, Wednesday morning we'll come back, and we're always going to watch practice video along with our opponent. We'll cut that practice video up, so we're watching our kids do it, and then we'll watch the opponent. Making sure we're getting that defensive scout look. Our Wednesday practice is a little bit shorter. We go for about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes on Wednesday. Try to get the kids and the coaches out of there, get their feet back underneath them. And then on Thursday, we'll have a little kick the field walk through. We'll go over some scenarios, taking a safety, onside kick, hurry up field goal, all the stuff that, you may not hit during the week. We always hit that on Thursday and a kick the field. And then, Friday morning, we come back, jerseys are hung, have a little meeting with the kids and staff. And then Friday, we're ready to go.
Cool.
Man,
Appreciate it, Coach. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Love it. Hey, that's a great inside look. I wish I had graphics for all that, but but Coach, we appreciate it. Just what's your outlook for this year coming up? That'll be the last question. We'll get you on out of here because I know you got work to do. Oh, before that, do you guys do spring?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll start spring at the end of April. And I think going back to your question a while ago, when you have all those numbers, and we're not that guys, we're not the only ones. Y'all talk to other coaches that have a crazy amount of participation. But when you have those kind of numbers, you have to have spring. I can't show up in August and wonder if this kid can play right guard or if he can be the nickel, in our dime pack. You can't wait. And so those 18 practices are vital when you have that many kids, because some of the kids will be like, man, we feel like he's going to be a Friday night starter. And some of the kids will feel like, hey, he might be a year away. We need another really, really good off season. And, but we're going to go in and evaluate those position coaches where we have those needs. They're going to go in and evaluate. And that's really what spring is about for us. And so, we'll start at the end of April, and we'll have our spring game, middle of May, right before school's out.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, if you're not busy tomorrow, at 6 o'clock at Sprague Stadium, it's a game going down.
What you got?
We got this kid. We got this guy who is a 2-time state champion, been to 4 state championships. He said he's coming out of retirement to coach his JV2 soccer team. Okay. All right. So he's going to be going against me, Coach, but I got the best record in the city in JV2 soccer right now. Okay. So we already done whooped up on him, but he says that he's going to make a difference. So we'd like to invite you out to the game, but you got to pick a side, Coach. You can go with that kid. You can go with that kid on 3601 Marsalis. By all means, go help the bearer. But if you about that action, you need to go and come over here to the Ville, man. I'm gonna come on my side. We're gonna walk out of here winners. This is what we do.
Hey,
So I'm inviting you.
Why
Go
you
ahead.
gonna keep me on here for 30 minutes and then tell me I should have been asking you the questions instead of the other way around.
Well, Coach, you didn't know, Coach. I know you didn't know. I tried to sit here and be unassuming. You know what I mean?
I had no idea I was going to get on a call tonight, and I was going to talk to a gentleman that knows Skip Hicks. So
yeah, that's my guy, Coach. Listen, yeah, that's my guy, Coach. Listen, let me tell you a story, Coach. So I played against Skip at UCLA when he was at UCLA, and I was at Michigan. And I'm gonna tell you a funny story about that game. So we played Skip. We sitting there before the game. We talking noise. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So we ended up beating them like 38-3. Okay, and no, it was 38-10. Or no, it was 38-6. So I'm gonna tell you how they scored their first touchdown, Coach. It was a kid that came in the quarterback. Okay, now this kid was unassuming. He's from California. I saw the greatness in him, Coach. The kid, first pass he ever threw in a Michigan uniform, went for 6 against UCLA. You know who that kid was, Coach?
Who was it?
Tom Brady, Coach.
My strength and conditioning coordinator played at Rice. He's old Plano grad, won a state championship at Plano, Judd Smith, and I think he played against Brady when he was at Rice. It was one of them games where you have to travel up there so you make your $1 million or whatever. So
yeah.
He talked playing against Brady.
Yeah. So yeah, Coach. So I know Skip. That's my guy. Our coach in that game was Homer Johnson.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So check our team out. It was Tremaine Mack that went to Miami, Baron Tanner that went to Oklahoma, Zebby Lethridge that went to Texas Tech.
Yep.
Okay. We played against Taj Johnson and what's that kid that the other running back that went to Oklahoma that played with Gerald Moore. Philip Dawson was on our team. My man, Frank Middleton was on that team. Big Frank. We had a squad, man. We was loaded.
That game, I grew up around that area, and that game, for a long time, was one of it was a really, really prestigious game. I haven't followed it in years, but growing up as a kid, man, we'd go to Wichita Falls, go to Memorial Stadium, and watch the Oil Bowl, and it was a special time. A good friend of mine's he's actually the head basketball coach at UTEP, Joe Golding. His grandfather was the head coach at Old High back in the day when they were winning state championships, and it was just special to be able to go to that stadium and watch that game that that everybody talked about. Just a really prestigious All-Star game.
Yeah, it was. I wanted to play in because that year they had the Whataburger game, and Coach Madison told me I had to pick one. I wanted to play in both of them. So my mindset was I want to go with play against people that I never played before, and I wanted to see how good I really was. But that was a great time, man. So yeah, Skip, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's a small world.
Yes,
Small
sir.
Small world. Well, Coach, man, I appreciate you coming on the Dub. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I want to come and visit the campus, and because I'm very intrigued about the program, where it's located. All I think my mom will stay around the corner from there, so I'm gonna come and hang out with you, man. Kind of check out the facilities and everything.
Man, you come see us anytime. And again, guys, I want to tell you, I appreciate you guys promoting our game and our young people. That's why I'm in this business. So thank you guys very much for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you
coming on the Dub, Coach.
Take care.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Coach, before you go, that's called the Dub Salute. So after you get your first win and they interview you next year, go ahead and give them the Dub Salute. All the coaches do that for us.
You got it.
Appreciate you, sir.
All right, you guys take care.
6 o'clock, Coach. 6 o'clock.
All right, I'll be there.
All right.
Oh man. Well, hey man, we got a special guest coming up. The show we just not getting started, so y'all might as well hang on. Everybody be mad we doing them short shows. Ain't a short show tonight, so we finna hit you boys like this.
Oh yeah. And just like that, the Dub presents For the Love of Swaggy for the 2023.
Already. Dub salute. Hey, welcome to the Dub OTC. I didn't know what it stood for at first. I thought it was On the Corner Media, but I was trying to figure. I
It's
didn't
over
know.
the counter.
Over the over the counter media, or only the Carter media. I thought that might have been it, but man, tell us
I didn't think
again
about
what.
that. I didn't
Yeah,
think
I was thinking about that. Or I was even thinking about Oak Cliff, Texas. But you put the O and then the big T in the middle and then the C, Oak Cliff, Texas media. So you can do a lot with that.
Yeah, but he's not from Carter or Texas.
Damn.
Third ward.
Hey, look at Jason Todd. He all excited. So Jason Todd. Hey, so the game tomorrow night, y'all versus Sock is going down. I'm gonna have to step off in there. What time the game start?
All right, so we got 2 games tomorrow. One is at 6. That's the day Jason Todd comes out of retirement. I look forward to that. And then the one is at 11. That's at Ellis Davis with Wheatfall. My D League for the D League championship. So Seagoville gonna play Sock for the D League championship. And then we're gonna turn around and play Coach Todd. We already won district at JV2, so this is just a time for us to get excited about whipping up on Jason. So we're excited about that. Again, help the barrel. That's all I can tell you. Help the barrel.
Help the barrel. I like that phrase. who said that? Mystical. Yep. All right. So Swaggy.
If you don't go 2-0 Willow, I'm putting you in Rodney Terry category.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. All we gonna do is show up and play our game, and whatever happens, happens. That's all we saying.
All right.
That's it.
It's going down. Well, hey, I don't know how good your kicker is and stuff, but it might be some kicking scouting going on. But hey, Swaggy, what it do, man? Basketball guru in the house. The most exciting week of the year because we got Carter versus Kimball. Ain't no Carter Faith family no more, but I think Kimball is just as formidable as Faith family. So this should be a very interesting week.
Yeah, before I start, I want to say something to Coach Todd real quick in the chat. Hey Todd, I'm single again, man. So let's go get this show for the love of Swaggy going for real this time. Got the new clip, got the new clip that you can see. We'll throw a little bachelor party here, for the ladies. So yeah, let's bring it on. Let's for the love of Swaggy. Let's do it.
Well, Todd already said he with you. He clearly said that he is rolling with you, that you are his guy, and y'all got some stuff planned. For that alone, my man gonna pay for that tomorrow night.
Yeah, he just been a weirdo. He
paying for that.
He think he try to be, the friends about out. The
so
friends about
Willow, have y'all had y'all?
My friends, whatever that saying is, that's what he tried to do.
Have y'all had y'all basketball game yet?
No, our basketball game tomorrow at 11.
Swag is our brother. It don't matter how
11.
We always cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's at 11, man. It's during the day, man. But we're gonna be there, man. I mean, hey, it's not the only championship being played. We there, we in there, we in the championship game.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't finna beat We Fall them 30-year-old kids he got running up and down. I can tell you that right now.
Hey, We Fall Comedy Day talking about. Hey, coach, what y'all wearing? I was like, man, we're gonna wear our gray uniform. He said, all right, cool. He said, man, yeah, they ready to practice, man. They on me right now about practicing. I said,
we got babysitter and everything.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, we got babysitter. The whole family gonna show up.
Listen, coach, they kids gonna show up, coach. His players got kids, and then he be riding down the street. He be riding down the street talking about, "Hey man, you want?" They ain't even that shot. Hey man, you want to play some D-League basketball? Oh yeah, coach. Yeah, coach. I play. All right, come on, man. His kids don't even go to school. They just show up for practice.
We fall right up and down. Let me see. We fall right up and down. He ride up and down Ledbetter. He asked random cats, "What's 2 + 2?" As soon as one say 3, he say, "Hey man, follow me to the gym."
They back tripping, dog.
We all got these old ass kids out, these old ass grown men out here playing
Coach. Yes, coach. They dance. Coach. He go right to that apartment complex right behind his shop and grab every kid he can grab. I'm sorry, not kid. Every grown adult he could find.
He getting the reconnect kids, huh? The reconnect kids.
Because he getting the reconnect of the reconnect of the reconnect kids. They come from a wrong line of reconnection.
Lord have mercy, boy. Y'all wild, boy. Y'all.
Not the reconnect.
All right, man. We finna get it. We finna get the wheels back on the train. That boy said 31-year-old kids.
He do, cause and they got kids. Cause they come to the listen, coach. Coach, we was
wife and kids in the stands.
Yes, coach. Listen, we literally was in the playoff tournament. Decide we go to championship. I go up in the stands. We found them come in, coach. They got baby carriages. You know what I'm saying? They got all type of stuff, coach. Like they burping babies and stuff. Yeah, it's wild, coach. It's wild.
They trying to hurry up and get the game over with so they can get to work with the grade on the shift.
Work, coach.
They got to clock in. That's why the game ain't done. They got to clock in.
He said, "I need my 8 hours."
Lord! They play when we fall. Then they go hop on the forklift.
They all at Amazon. They all at the Amazon warehouse.
Oh Lord!
They got the night shift.
Hey man, hey, I want to welcome our OTC Media Swaggy in the building, boy. Well, look, we done turned up like old time, boy. I can't even stop laughing. But
man,
look, we got a lot of basketball to talk about, man. And I know you sent us some games to talk about, some picks and stuff like that.
Oh man.
Without further ado, I'm gonna take it way back. Let's go.
Swaggy Wits top 10 picks.
That's how much money I got enough. Just to count it for me. I won. Give me my money.
You what?
Hello.
Only on the Dub.
Did you get that video I sent you?
Yeah, I dropped the video at the start of the show. Yeah, I can drop it again
it.
real quick.
Yeah, I didn't see
it. Yeah, here we go.
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah, the boy like by Slammer Jammer.
I went back and did a fact check on them, and in 3 games, no, in 4 games, in the playoffs, they have dunked a total of 80 times.
God dang.
In 4 games?
4 games.
Bro, and we was at the game last Friday. That might have been the least amount of times they dunked, and that might have been about 8 or 9 times.
Yeah, that is wow. That is unbelievable.
I got a question.
I love it.
Man, those guys. I had a question I asked on my show, and I'm gonna ask y'all and ask the audience too. If you remember the Flying Wildcats of Dunbar back in back with Jeremy Smith, Lance, and all of them. It was 05.
Okay. Hold on.
Who do you think had the best pregame warm up? Dunbar or Kimball?
You know,
What do you think, J Mac?
I'm gonna go Dunbar.
Ooh. You know what? That I actually think that which Kimball team did you say?
This team right here.
Well, this team is nice, but I actually like that other Kimball team that won state Nick First championship. That team.
Oh yeah, they were nice too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chauncey them.
Yeah, because they had the point guard.
Yeah, he had hops too.
Yeah, he did have hops, coach.
Yeah, but yeah, him. But I'm gonna tell you what team. I don't know, man. Them Dunbar teams, man. Jeez, man, they was unreal. Yeah, man.
Sock ass boy, man.
Now that Keelan Haney team with Charles Gentry now.
Oh hell yeah!
Say, now them cats.
They were good, boy. Dunbar had something.
But Dunbar, man, shoot, Dunbar could jump out the Flying Wildcats. That's what they call themselves.
Yeah.
I remember when Peter Haney used to dunk and then Sheik. Soon as he come down, he would dunk. Soon as he come down.
Yeah. So listen, that Kimball team.
Yeah.
Wow. But this Kimball team, man, I'm telling y'all, they are fun to watch.
These guys
are.
They got everything you want. They got shooters, jumpers, defense.
Yeah.
They just lose focus towards the end of the game. When they up big, they lose focus like a mug.
They did last night.
No, because they whatever demon they had to exercise last night, they exercised. They took it to a whole nother level last night, Jack.
So I got a question. Where if on the 4A, is this still 2 divisions?
Yes.
So how Carter and Kim playing each other then?
Because Pinkston lost to Lincoln in a game where Pinkston was up by 12. They fumbled the lead and with 2 minutes on the clock. I kid you not. If Pinkston wins that game, then we're looking at Kimball versus somebody else right now, Carter versus Sanger or someone. So with Kimball, with Pinkston losing to Lincoln by 1 point in that play-in game, that sent Carter to Division I, and it sent Lincoln and Roosevelt to Division II. And you know the funny story about that, B-Rise, is when Carter went up to Division I, we really thought that Roosevelt and Lincoln had a cakewalk to San Antonio. Lincoln lost first round, and Roosevelt got upset by Sanger. So it was just like, man, we thought we were going to have at least 2 teams go to San Antonio, but we guaranteed to have 1 go.
Yeah.
Just like every year, man. Just like every year.
But hey, we gonna run through some of the games, man. Swag, I'm gonna start off with the 6A Division 2.
The girls or the boys? I'll do the girls first.
It's the girls first. Which one? Tell me the matchup, and I'll put that up.
The girls is the Cedar Hill one.
Okay, gotcha. All right, we're gonna go with right here. Boom.
All right, you got Cedar Hill versus Summer Creek. Man, those humble Summer Creek girls, every year they're here. Every year they're here. Hey, Mac, I know you know girls basketball. They always here. The thing about it is they always get here, but they can never defeat a DFW team. Here's a fun fact that I learned today from someone, and I know about research. Summer Creek has 11 losses. All 11 losses come from a DFW team this season, including Cedar
Damn.
Hill. Including Cedar Hill. So Cedar Hill should win this game handily. I don't see no reason Cedar Hill should win this.
Let's go, Coach Collins. We just had on the show Sunday night.
Oh yeah.
You know we rooting for him. And let's just be honest. Summer Creek is musty.
Damn it.
All right.
What y'all got on it?
What's that?
What you got on it? What y'all got on it?
Oh, I'm rolling Cedar Hill.
Oh yeah, we see the hill all the way.
Coach Collins, let's go.
Yeah, we see the hill, baby. Anybody that like Chilligan's Island is all right with me.
Yeah. You watch Martin too? Oh yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah. Yeah, we good.
All right, Division 2. Now, here go one. In Division 2, you got Saginaw Boswell, 38-2 versus Fort Bend Hightower, 34-5. As we just saw, Saginaw Boswell took out Lancaster. Boswell has been the wire-to-wire best team in the state of Texas, in my eyes. They're 36-2. Those two losses, I forgot where they came from, but it was two good losses. Boswell, to me, is the best, not just 6A, but the best girls team in the state of Texas. I think Boswell win this game. This game over at halftime.
Who they playing? Cedar Hill?
No, they playing Fort Bend Hightower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this game over at halftime.
Well, I'm going whatever you say, Matt Step. I mean, Swag.
What you got, B-Ryan?
Yeah, hey, I'm going forward.
What you got, Jay?
Well, you know, Boswell is the home of them old hungry ass football coaches, but
Joe
Yeah, I remember that. So yeah.
now I don't want you hoes to win nothing, but I want the girls to win state championship. Football coaches, y'all hungry asses, y'all ain't winning nothing.
Man, that was so funny. In that booth that they your ass was mad.
Apology. I'm holding that beef until I get an apology from them.
All right, so Boswell is never coming on the show. Got it.
So as you can see so far, we got two DFW teams.
Barbecue, they hungry ass. Come on.
No doubt. Yeah, 817 versus everybody. 817 versus. So you said this team just beat the Lancaster girls?
Yes.
Man.
I don't know how much. I forgot how much they beat them by.
All right, we was riding with L Town, but man, it was a tough week at Lancaster.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Then you got
breaks off them.
Then you got 5A Division 1. You got Denton Ryan, 31-7. You got San Antonio Wagner, 34-3. This is a hard one to pick for me. Man, my gut want to go DFW and Denton Ryan, but I am San Antonio Wagner. They're a good team. They came here and competed in Duncanville also, and they competed well. So I'm gonna go with the San Antonio Wagner girls on this one. The boys got upset the first round. I was shocked that they number one team in 5A got upset the first round, just like I said did. So I'm definitely gonna go with Wagner on this one. So sorry, Denton Ryan. Y'all be the only DFW team to lose.
I'm gonna ride with Ryan, man. I gotta go with the dub. Even though, San Antonio, they football ain't worth shit, but they can hoop.
They can hoop. They got a lot of hoopers.
Yeah, they got hoopers. But I'm gonna go with Denton Ryan.
Thank B Ryan.
Man, know what's where even before your pick, I was gonna pick Wagner. Cause them folks in Den, they not hooping like that in Den like
that,
man. Give me San Antonio. Give me Wagner.
What you got, Coach Carr?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them boys from San Antonio because they do like to hoop and they produce chicken. Oh well. I don't. No. Same different. Same different. Look, that's how much y'all know I'm over here doing something else. But yeah, I'm going with them girls from San Antonio. I feel like they can hoop. I don't know. Who got the better record, Swagger?
Wagner, 34-3.
Who you going with?
Wagner.
Yeah, okay, I'm cool then. Yeah.
J-Mac, you see the game? Texas up by 1.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, man, and I hate that because I want them to lose because I want to fire Rodney Terry.
Yeah,
Stop
you was on
that, man. Stop that, man. Stop that.
I want that joker out of there.
What you think, Botese, in this one?
Yeah, they at the crib. They're gonna get home cooking, and they're gonna get to stay
They
at
are at
home
the
and
crib.
play.
They are at the
Yep.
crib.
Yes, sir.
Man. Now, here go the one right here. Here go the one. You got Lubbock, Monterey in the number 1 girl in the country. The number 1 girl in the country. She has put up 50 points in every playoff game.
Boy.
This girl is the absolute truth.
She cold.
And they take on Liberty Hill 36-4. Hey, there's no way in hell that she do all of this and go to San Antonio and don't finish the job. But I have a question for y'all real quick, though. Especially you, J-Mac. If she failed, she did not walk out of high school with a championship. Is she still considered the GOAT, or she have to have that championship to solidify that name?
Yeah, I think she could go regardless, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never seen nothing like her. We ain't seen nothing like her. Like she's like the female Steph Curry / Kyrie Irving. Like it's just crazy how good she is. I was she definitely go to Texas. I'm sorry, you just ain't seen much like her nowhere. Yeah. I don't see her losing. I hope she don't. I want her to fulfill her truth. She needs to be a high school champion and then go to Texas University.
Coach Carr, you a coach. Do she have to go out on top to be the greatest?
I think it solidifies her if she wins it. The only reason why is because we call our goats for one reason. They are not only tremendous players, but they're also champions. Right. I think for her and everything she has done, I think she does have to finish the deal. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Todd, right? We can't call Todd calls himself the GOAT of soccer, but you never won a game. You never won a championship. You know what I mean? So how can we call you a GOAT? Like I don't understand that. So in football, yes, absolutely, we can call Todd the GOAT only because he has won 2 state championships. But I think this young lady has to win one for us. I'm not saying she still won't be the best basketball player to come out of the state of Texas. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if we're going to use the logic for our GOATs, all our GOATs have one thing in common. They're champions. And I think for her, she has to win that to solidify her as one of the greatest to ever play the game.
I got that. What you think, B-Rod? Does she have to have the championship to walk away as the greatest?
And so this will be her first
out of 4 years. It's her first time getting there. She always got upset every year except for this year. She finally got there.
And you saying if she, so your question is, so you think she would? I mean, that'd be debatable. And this is the reason why I say it's debatable. She's in 5A Division II. I mean, I'm not taking nothing from, but she's not playing the City Hills, the Duncanvilles, the Sotos.
But this is the first year they're doing it 2 divisions.
I know. So still she'll be in 5A though. So she'll still be.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I do think she need to win. Just to seal the deal. Because if not, people say, "Oh man, she averaged 50 a game," but
yeah,
they didn't win.
I agree.
I think she has to win.
I agree with you. I think she has to have the championship to solidify herself as the greatest. I think without the championship, she's still gonna be the greatest. She's gonna be the great, but she's not gonna be degraded. What you think, Pat?
How can you say the greatest though, Pat? How can you say the greatest?
Hey, I'm gonna say this. If she ain't wearing one of these around her neck by the end of the weekend, she ain't gonna be no better than Miss Mulatto.
Say,
Hey, listen. Every time I see that picture, it's two things I see. It's two things I see.
oh man,
I see Ray Gates looking like Swaggy, and I
Damn. I didn't see that
see and I see that baby hair tie.
Oh man.
You want to know why is Matthews the only one smiling on the damn?
and why is he the darkest one?
he is the darkest one.
Because he's gonna run a store up all his life.
Oh man,
he is the darkest one.
I guess Matthews said when he get there he win it, god dog. He ain't never.
That's true.
But J Mac, last question for you though, before we move on to the next game. She hitting 50 a game. If she do win, what she go out with in her last game of her career?
I'm gonna be honest. I think Liberty Hill gonna try to take her out. I don't think she's gonna get 50 in this game. Hopefully her teammates step up and they win it for her. But I don't think she's gonna get 50.
I think she's gonna top it. I think she'll get about 53. I think she get 53 or more.
It'll be tough.
Yeah, in order for her to get it, she gonna have to hit them 50s though. I don't think she got nothing there.
But you know the crazy thing about it though, Pat? It ain't just her. She got a team full of ballers.
Yeah, no, she got a good team this year.
Yeah,
like
they can
she
ball.
got other girls that's good. Yeah.
Okay, maybe Matt sent me the wrong video. All I saw was video of her doing everything, doing all the heavy lifting.
Oh, you got it? Play it.
I don't have it with me. Matt showed it to me in the stands last week.
Oh man. All right, what we got next? All right, we got the that mean 4A. You got Decatur. We gonna spot for this one. We got Decatur, Waco, La Vega. Decatur 35-2, La Vega 33-6. La Vega is the defending 4A state champion. This would have been the La Vega and Lincoln. This was what the world wanted, but La Vega win this game real bad. La Vega took back-to-back champion. What you think, J Mac?
I'm gonna go with La Vega.
What you think, B Rise?
Yeah, I'm going to La Vega too.
What you think, Pat?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them hood cats from La Vega.
They are hood. What you think, Coach Carr?
Coach Carr does scouting. He watching JV.
There you go.
Film.
What you got to do for Coach Carr? Oh, you can't hear.
Hey, what's the game? Who playing?
Waco, La Vega.
Carter and Sock.
Waco, La Vega, the defending state champ, and Decatur.
Who beat and they? I'm going to La Vega. I don't know. Defending champs, I guess.
Yeah, they should win again easily. Now the next game, I think we all don't pick this one. You got Lincoln 38-2 versus Kuro 33-6. Now for Lincoln, this is their first time getting back to state since 2013, and they have not won one since 2008. They made it to the state semifinals. Shit, I don't know how many years in a row, but they never reached the final in a while. And last year they made it to the semifinals, and La Vega took them out. There's no La Vega this year. Lincoln got past their two toughest hurdles, which was Sunnyvale in round two. Round 3. Yeah, round 2. And they got past Glen Rose last week to get here. The Glen Rose and Sunnyvale is gone. There's not a team standing in their way. Lincoln wins this game by 40 or more Saturday night. Lincoln wins this game in the first quarter. This game over. This is a 20-2 type of ball game in the first quarter. What you think, B. Ryan?
Man, how can I go against Lincoln girls? I can't do it, man. Give me Lincoln, man.
What you think, Coach Carr?
I'm going with Lincoln, man. I'm going with the Fighting Tides.
Hey, look, Coach Tides too. What you think, J Mac, on this one? Lincoln wins big.
I don't know if they win by 4 or 40. I just want to win.
Which thing, Pat?
Hey, my wife graduated from Lincoln, and she a girl, so we're going with the girls Lincoln team.
So with that being said, with the girls wrapped up, we should have all girls for the DFW, but I think Ryan gonna be the only one that falls. Now we on to the boys. This is the fun part. All right. We got Phenomenal Marcus, who's in there from default. Sorry, B Rise. Sorry.
Yeah, the default bowl.
Man.
Now, B Rise, you know the truth. You know the truth, right?
I don't give a damn. UAL, they would have just sketch me. Hey, anyway.
It wasn't a UIL. It was an angry parent got mad because her child couldn't play.
Man, come on, dog. He wasn't gonna play anyway.
See, bar from Drowse. She can't come to Drowse. Whoever that is, you can't come to Drowse.
Hey, J Man, I had made a joke with someone. I said, man, I said, you know, it's funny. I'm in that situation. I'm sorry. I'm one of my parents, and I'm saying, Mom and Daddy, y'all get y'all checkbook out. Y'all ready to write that check? Because when I walk in school tomorrow morning, we fighting.
Oh yeah,
we
yeah.
fighting. You just ended my career. We fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And hopefully a senior, so he ain't got to go back through no backlash.
Yeah, so go on pay that fine now, because yeah, I'm suspended. But
I still have to blame the coaches though. You got to be checking grades. You should know every kid's grade.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation, man. That team, Lake Ridge, they was picked to probably win the 6A championship this year. They was that good.
You think they were gonna be Allen?
They could. They
Allen
could.
was good, man. Allen
We got
good.
robbed of one of our best games of Friday night in that situation. We got robbed badly.
We didn't get robbed. That sound like self-sabotage.
It was.
Nah, it was. It was.
It was.
I don't feel like it is what it is, coach. I don't feel bad for him.
Man, look, yeah, it's Charleston White fault. He didn't let snitching, the snitching culture that just went crazy.
But they will take on Allen, the number 2 team in the state, 33-1. Man, for Allen, this is personal for Allen in this game. And the reason being, Allen knows they are just one win away from getting to San Antonio. And it's not about getting there for the state championship. It's about getting there to play a certain team for the state championship. And that's San Antonio Brennan. Brennan is responsible for that one loss on Allen's record. So Allen definitely wants to get back. I got Allen winning this game. Trent Payne, Brockheath Payne's son from Carter, he's an absolute beast. Mr. Shannon, he's an absolute beast. Allen has a dynamic ball club over there. So I definitely got Allen winning this game by 8 or more, and they will get a rematch with San Antonio Brennan. What do you think, B-Rise?
Yeah, give me Allen.
Which state, Coach Carr?
Yeah, give me Allen.
Which state, Pat?
Yeah, I saw Allen beat the hell out of Plano East earlier this year on the Friday night broadcast. Yeah, they got all the pieces.
What do you think, J-Mac?
Yeah, man, we gotta go with Allen, man. I mean, they got like 15,000 kids, and they found 15 good ones.
They got 150 kids in the basketball program.
That's a lot of damn kids in school. Hey, what we got next?
Is this the right one? Is this the right next one?
Yeah, this is it. Division 2.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Division 2, you got Denton Geyer, 31-7 versus Warford Friendship, 28-7. I will say this about this Geyer's team. This was supposed to be Geyer Lancaster in the game that everybody had circled on their calendar and the playoffs started. Geyer is the new favorite to win 6A Division 2. They will have to go against a good Stony Point team in the state championship game. But I definitely got Geyer winning this game over Friendship because Geyer just got past a toughest hurdle when they beat Crowley, Foundly the other night. So Geyer should win this game easily and set up the matchup we all want with Geyer and Round Rock Stony Point. What you think, B-Ron?
I'm just gonna take Gar because I'm just gonna go with Gar, man. Just cause.
What you think, Will?
Man, I don't even know. I've never heard of Wolford friendship ever in my history of my life.
Lubbock School.
Again, I've never heard of them ever in the history of my life.
Your boy coach there. Art Brown coach there.
Again, I've never heard of him a day in my life till today. So I'm gonna go with Den Geyer only because I mean they don't know how to spell friendship.
Yeah, they don't.
Damn. What you think, Pat?
Yeah, I'm saying way, man. Geyer, the fight mulattoes.
Right, yeah, I'm just cause.
I was just gonna say that, Pat. I bet there's a team full of mulattoes too, boy. Ain't nothing but a bunch of mellow balls on that damn team, boy. Ain't never floppy hair on that team, just flopping out.
That's all it is.
What is wrong with you, man? You cannot be saying that out loud.
That's the dub, baby.
My president said I can say whatever I want.
Hey. Hey, I'm gonna take one thing from this show tonight that's gonna have me laughing going to sleep. You talk to them damn 30-year-olds while they're gonna kill me.
Oh man.
Oh man. Go to the next one. All right, here go a good one. Now this one right here is gonna be tricky. You got Duncanville, the number 5 team in the state, 23-7, taking on Rockwall, 25-9. This game takes place Friday at Flower Mound. Hey, this game is gonna be great. It's gonna be good. You got Caden Bug Edwards from Duncanville, who is dropping 35 a night in the playoffs, like it's just easy work. Beckham Black, he's playing outstanding. Cam is playing outstanding. Duncanville is playing outstanding basketball at the right time. Rockwell, on the other hand, is also playing outstanding basketball. Man, this game is hard to pick. This is a toss-up. But I'm going to go with my little brothers from Duncanville. This is their year to get the state. Man, I got Duncanville. What you think, B-Ross?
Man, with Duncanville, once they get in the playoffs, man, they dangerous.
They are.
They dangerous. The coach, they got defense. They're a young team, but they here. Man, give me Duncanville, man.
What you think, Willow?
Man, I'm gonna ride with D-Ville, man. I'm going with D-Ville for sure.
J-Mac got me jealous eating them chips. What you think, J-Mac?
Yeah, give me Duncanville, man. But then, do Rockwell play defense in basketball?
They do that.
Okay, give me D-Ville anyway.
Pat, I ain't gotta ask you. I already know what you got.
Hey, when you see this picture, you know who I'm going with.
That was a no-brainer. So yeah, the winner of that game will get the winner of Allen, and I don't know where that game will be at yet. All right, now this next one is crazy and weird all in one because nobody, and I do mean nobody, picked this team to be standing out of that tough district they was in. If you standing tall in a district with DeSoto, Duncanville, Waxahachie, Cedar Hill, Skyline, and Lancaster, and you standing tall in the regional final, damn it, you did something right. And that's Mesquite Horn. 22-14 takes on the Woodland College Park. This game is Friday at Lufkin High School. Man, I hate to say this. The Woodland College Park win this game by 10 or more. Mesquite Horn, Magical Cinderella run March Madness comes early, and it's over. Which thing be Rise?
Man, I'm going to bar from the East, man. Give me Horn.
Which thing, J Mac?
Yeah, man. Give me the fighting Courtney Allen's.
Yeah, man.
Which thing, Willow?
Yeah, you clearly didn't see my bracket. I had Mesquite Horn going all the way to this point.
Damn, bro.
And no.
Well, it sounds so convincing, didn't it?
He did. He got me.
No, I got Mesquite Horn, man.
What you got, Pat?
Turn them horns loose.
Ooh. Good one. Now, here goes a good one in 5A. This probably one of the best games in the whole area that's not being talked about. You got El Paso Chapin, who's the number 1 team in 5A, who defeated my Carter Cowboys by 13 to win the Lubbock Cap Rock Championship, versus Birdville, 33-3. Birdville is sneaky good. And I do mean sneaky good. That team, they are balling out there in that area. Chapin, I just think Chapin gonna have a little too much for him. Man, it's gonna be a hard one. This game is Friday at Andrews. It's far as hell. By the way, if Carter or Campbell, whoever win that game, if they both win and play Lubbock Estacado, they'll probably be at Andrews also on Tuesday night. Just for a heads up for anybody out there. That game gonna be far. Just so let you know. You want to see Campbell or Carter, you're driving. But I'm gonna go with Chapin. I got Chapin to win 5A. Well, I don't got him to win yet, but I got Chapin to win this game. What you got, B-Rise?
Man, I'm going Birdville.
Oh, what you got, Willow?
I want Birdville to play close to home.
Ooh, I like that. What you got, J-Mac?
Hey, man, that's my neighborhood, Birdville.
That is your neighborhood.
But hey, didn't we see Chapin at the TABC?
Yeah, we did.
That was them, right?
Yeah.
They were pretty good.
Like I said, they beat Carter by 13 in for the Lubbock Cap Rock Championship. So that team is the truth. They beat Roosevelt by 40 in the Lubbock Cap Rock quarterfinal. They're the truth. What's your thing, Pat?
I think they're gonna give Birdville the bird.
Damn, that's messed up. What we got next? Now, here go one. It's gonna be a good one here. Now, a lot of people call me crazy because the next team I'm gonna mention, I picked them from the start of the playoffs to be my state champion, and that is the Frisco Heritage Boys, 31-4, versus West Mesquite, 29-3. Are you familiar with former Dallas Mavericks players Josh Howard? His son Quincy is the absolute truth at Frisco Heritage. His son is averaging 35 a game. Heritage is the absolute truth out there in Frisco. I got Josh Howard, son. I got them winning big in this one. I'm sorry, West Mesquite. They are 29-3. But let's be real about it. The district doesn't help them a lot. They're in a district with Seagoville. They're in a district with a lot of other schools.
Tough. Oh, that's tough.
Hey, I'm being an analyst right now. I'm just being an analyst.
Hey,
but that was an accidental shot.
No. I'm not saying no shot at
Listen. Here's how uninformed my man Swaggy is about his alma mater. So let's just call it what it is, Swaggy. Your alma mater. Hold on.
I'm not saying Seagoville was a cupcake. Seagoville was their toughest competition. That's what I'm saying. Outside of Seagoville, they didn't have no competition. So,
that's hard to say, Swaggy. That's hard to say. You can't because you can't say nobody ain't played no competition when they're in the 4th round of the playoffs.
That's true.
And they only lost 3 games, and they played 32.
That's true.
And Seagoville went to the playoffs for the first time in 7 years.
That's true also.
So I know you're over there taking shots, man, but don't do that. Don't take shots. Don't take shots at your alma mater, man.
I'm not taking shots at my alma mater.
Cause you gonna make me. Cause you gonna make me take shots at mine.
I'm not taking shots.
Damn.
I'm not taking shots. I'm just saying, script the schedule. The script of schedule gonna come into play.
That was a bar. That was a bar. I had to get that to you, Carl. That was a bar.
I'm fighting Steven Jackson, man. I believe in Jack. I believe Jack went over there and he'll lay hands on the whole school, the whole program. He took that bless all over there. He'll bless the whole program, and West Mesquite is doing good in everything. I'm serious. From every sport they're doing good. So I'm gonna ride with the Fighting Jacks. All they doing is shocking the work.
Hey, they beat Heritage. They deserve the state championship.
Right.
What you got, B-Ride?
No, you definitely right. Yeah, they beat they win that one. They definitely deserve to win state, but shit, I don't think they're gonna win. Give me Frisco.
What you got? J-Mac, you already picked? Oh, you already picked. What you got? What you got, Pat?
They're throwing up the W. Even though it look like an E right now, but that's the W.
Okay. Moving on.
Mesquite.
All right. You got another Region 1 game. You got.
So you ain't gonna ask me? You ain't gonna ask me who I got?
I did pick you, did I? Oh,
nah.
You just talking. Okay. Who you got?
Well, first of all, I'm a guy who team can't even follow rules. I'm not gonna listen to them.
Damn.
And then the guy who don't even claim his alma mater, I'm definitely not listening to him.
Damn.
So I'm rolling with them 29-3 boys that's over there in West Mesquite. And the Fighting Jackson and that glove he wears, that Michael Jackson glove and them high socks and them flooding pants he wear. I'm going with him.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't seen that picture.
I like it.
No, you're never gonna see it. I just painted it. You just got to see it.
You got Cottonville Heritage, 19-15 versus Mansfield Summit, 29-7. Summit, unbelievably, is the only Mansfield school standing. This is a shock to everybody. They are. It's supposed to be at least 2 or 3, with some of you going down in the first round. I got Summit to win this. This is Summit destiny to get to San Antonio. Well, to get to the next round. Summit should win this. What you got, B-Ryan?
Say, football out here might be a little shaky, but hey, we damn sure can hoop, boy. I say that. Give me Mansfield.
What you got, B-Ryan? I mean, what you got, J-Mac?
All I'm saying, B-Ryan need to withhold his taxes.
Man.
And then we can hoop, boy, but damn football a little shaky, boy. We can hoop though.
Damn. Yeah, y'all can hoop out there.
Yeah, we can hoop.
Man, I don't trust nothing in Mansfield but drafts. Give me Collinville. This is my neighbor. Give me my neighbor. Give me Collinville.
Oh, that's tough.
What you got, Pat?
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Mansfield ISD, shout out to y'all. Y'all got the best basketball courts in the whole city. Like them things are like college courts, man. Them things are fire. So shout out to y'all, and I'm gonna roll with Mansfield Summit going forward.
What you got, Will? You got the colors on. What you got?
Who colors I got on?
Mansfield Summit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Let me go with them then, because clearly I'm rolling with the Summit. Let's start going with Mansfield Summit, man.
Oh, we got next. Hey, it's one of them. It's one of them I didn't put on there, but it's Clay Ellison. All right, now we in 4A. Now we down to the 1 now. We got Sanger, who took out Roosevelt, who took out a favorite get there, versus Kennedale, the number 12 team in the state. This is going to be a hard one to pick, man. Sanger is one of those, I'm not supposed to be here by clubs, but I am. Kennedale escaped Lincoln in double overtime in the first round in a dogfight. Ever since then, they've been putting BTA to everybody else. So I got Kennedale to advance in this one. What's he got, B-Rise?
Swag. This one. Them being Bell is that ain't no flex. Everybody.
Thank you.
Being Bell, I mean,
You just said Bell got beat by Fowler.
Yeah, everybody.
Bell lost. No, Bell lose by 40. Bell lost by 2. I mean by 1.
I'm just saying, but they beat somebody else. Beat them by Fowler.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stephen.
Yeah. See,
yeah.
Man, give me Kennedale, man. I'm taking all day of Give me Kennedale.
The Wildcats. What you got, Willow?
Yeah, I've seen Roosevelt lose every game I went to and watched in person. And not only do they lose, like they lose. I told Coach he need to wear his Cedar Crest and the Heart of Oak Cliff uniforms, and he refused not to, and he went with that Adidas, and now he's sitting at home against Sanger and the Pants people. Going with Sanger, man.
That pick sound personal.
That pick is very personal.
You got
it ain't personal, man. Nah, I'm going with Sanger.
Hey, I refereed some games in Kennedale, and they got a tremendous program from the junior high on up. So I'm gonna roll with Kennedale doing their thing.
What you got, J Mac?
I'm gonna go with Sanger, man. I'm gonna go with them Sanger Indians.
All right. That's one of them.
All right, Matt. I hope you're taking the score, Matt. I know you're watching the show. We need you taking the scores. You're gonna have to go back and rewatch the show. All right, here we go.
Man. Before I even get to this game, I'm gonna throw a bonus out there for you. I don't know if you saw my post today. I'm gonna throw a bonus out there for you. Before we get to the Oak Cliff Showdown, 300 miles down 45, you got a battle for the ages. You got 3rd Ward, Houston Yates versus 5th Ward, Houston Wheatley. You're talking about 2 neighborhoods who can't stand one another. That game Friday night, and the winner goes to state. That game Friday night has the potential to make Friday night one of the best nights ever in high school basketball, along with this one right here. And with that being said, you got Kimball, the number 1 team, wire-to-wire number 1 team in the state, who has been number 1 team in the state from preseason rankings, against Carter, who's the number 4 team in the state. The highest they got was number 3, but they lost it when they lost to Kimball, so they dropped down to 4. Friday night, Ellis Davis Fieldhouse. Man, you can't get no better than this. Here's the tale of the tape. For Kimball, they have just been just wire-to-wire annihilating people. If you ain't seen this team play out there, my advice, get to Ellis Davis. These guys can just flat out dunk, shoot, anything. They are the Harlem Go Travels of high school basketball. Literally. Jalen Dean Vines, I put it on my page during the All-Star dunk contest. I believe in my mind, Jalen Dean Vines, number 2 for Kimball, can give Matt McClung a run for his money in a dunk contest. Out of high school, I do. Coach Nick Smith is an outstanding coach. He has an outstanding program over there. These guys can flat out play basketball. They are truly the heavily favorites to win this game. Then you move over to Carter. Coach Lyndon Love and the Cowboys are back in the regional final for the 7th consecutive year. 7 in the last 9 years. They last win at a regional final was a 65-63 win over Lincoln to get to San Antonio. Ever since then, it's been an Oak Cliff Faith family massacre, and they always been in the way. This year, there's no Faith family. Faith family has moved on to other obligations. Now here comes Kimball. Kimball beat Carter the first meeting 63-51 in a game that saw Kimball go up as many as 25 after only having a 4-point first quarter lead. Game 2, Carter fought a little more, but still fell by 5 to Kimball, 73-68 in a game that lived up to the hype. This one right here is going to be a show stealer. You got Kimball, you got senior guards versus freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. The question for Carter is going to be, are their kids, are those freshmen and sophomores and juniors, are they ready for this big stage? Is the lights going to be too bright for them? Kimball plays in bright lights every night. Kimball goes to Nike tournaments. They do it all. Carter, on the other hand, is going to be playing in front of a lot of people at Ellis Davis, a lot. If those young guys can go in there and focus and know they got to play a basketball game for 4 quarters with an absolute juggernaut, they can go in there and they can walk out of this game cutting down the nets. Kimball, on the other hand, if Kimball gets on runs early, it's going to be a long night for Carter. But, of course, everybody know where I'm picking. Trust the system. Coach Lyndon Love, this is your 7th time. We're cutting down the nets. You heard it here first, Swaggy. We are cutting down the nets. You will see Swaggy Hollywood on top of a ladder Friday night, cutting a piece of that net with his Cowboys. We're going to beat Kimball. What you got, B-Raj?
Man, it's just one thing about Carter, man. It's like when they first made the state, my cousin played, and they lost to Silsby. You remember that year they lost to Silsby?
Yeah.
Okay, they lost that year. I'm like, okay, man, okay. Carter, they're going to be back. The following year, it was Hussey year. They were like the number. They had that year, Huss had a good team.
Yeah.
And long story short, Faith family ended up getting over the hump, beating Hussey, beating Carter. They have a little bad sense. Let's just be real, if Faith family wasn't in the way, Carter and Coach Love, they have possibly 4 or 5 state titles. Faith family goes up to 5A or, get kicked out, whatever that happens, Unfortunately, Kimball dropped down, and it's probably one of the best teams that I had in 15 years.
Just one of great.
It's just like Kimball, not Kimball, but Carter. I would get a tough draw, man. I got Kimball winning about 10 to 15.
What do you got, Carter?
I'm gonna say it like this, man, and hopefully it does it. Hopefully you get what I'm saying, right? I feel like Carter has to exercise a demon. The demon changed colors. The demon changed school names, mascots, but the demon is still the demon. And I think Carter is going to have to go through the darkness. I got so tired of people saying, oh, Faith family recruits, Faith family does this, Faith family does that, and consistently making excuses for Carter. We can't make excuses for Carter no more.
I agree.
They have to take that next step. And if that means they have to beat a damn good Kimball team to do it, that's what they have to do. They have to do that, regardless of who it is, regardless of how that demon look, no matter how much perfume and all that stuff that demon got on. Carter has to exercise that demon. I don't think they're going to do it this year. And I don't think they're going to do it this year because until they stop making excuses and truly trust the process or whatever that is, they're going to continue to struggle. And I love Carter basketball. I love those kids. I don't know a lot about them, but I'm going to support my alma mater. But they're not beating Kimball. Kimball is, God, I mean, like we talk about the dunks, but we don't talk about their defense. We don't talk about their 3-point shooting. We don't talk about, like, Like you got to pick your poison. Now, I would say this: every game Carter has played, they have shrink the score down, right? So however many they lost to, I want to say they lost about 5 the last time they played.
Yeah, about 5.
This is a different ball game. And I love Carter and I want them to be successful. I'm saying this, and I'm not saying it as a bad way. I just think this Kimball team is just too doggone good.
I agree. I think JJ Hancock is probably one of the best damn shooters in the state. Jada Dean Vines is probably one of the best athletes, not only in the state, but I've seen come through the Metroplex in general. And Lance Carr, man, that dude is just unbelievably good. And he shoots
That's my
three.
son. That's my son. So what did you expect? But go ahead.
I think for Carter, they have to be perfect. They have to be perfect. You got to play a perfect ball game in this one. You got not the shots got to fall. If they shots fall, they'll have a real good chance in this one. Them shots ain't falling, and Kimber get on them runs and get them alley oops and dunks, and that crowd get into it. It's gonna be a long night for those youngsters over there. But I still believe my youngins, they'll get it done. What you think, J-Man?
I just think Kimber is too athletic, too physical, and got the better coach.
Damn.
What you think, Pat?
All right. There was a game in football that just happened. It was in the playoffs, first round, Green Bay Packers versus Philadelphia Eagles. Packers had Love, Philadelphia had Hurts. You put that together, Love Hurts. Love represents Carter, Hurts represents Kimball. And I feel like Kimball's gonna build a hurting on Carter. You had me convinced last year that Carter was gonna beat Pay Family, and I drove an hour and a half away from my house to go watch what happened and was severely disappointed. And the fact that you just said that Carter is young. So let's grow them puppies up. This is a year for them to grow up in this game and learn how to win this game, but it'll be next year. So give me Kimball by at least 10 pulling away in the end. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, but I think they'll pull away in the end.
I'm going to drop a history note on y'all real quick. The last time Carter was in a situation where they faced a district opponent who beat them twice in one season, they overcame the odds when it counted the most. When everybody counted them out, when everybody said, oh man, the next day Lincoln's going to kill Carter. They beat Carter both times already. Correction. They beat Carter 3 times that year. They beat Carter in both district games, and they beat Carter in the Coca-Cola tournament semifinals. The next day, going into that game, those Lincoln kids walked in that game with all the confidence, dunking, talking noise. They were just like, this is going to be a piece of cake. We beat them already. Carter came out blazing. Before you knew it, Carter was up 25 points at halftime on the #1 team in the state, which was Lincoln. Carter ended up winning that game 65-63 because Lincoln made a late serve. So I will say this to y'all. Everybody I think go with Kimball all they want. But remember, it is hard as hell to defeat a team 3 times in one season. Them young boys coming.
Not if you just better.
Lincoln was better. They was better. They were way better. But
all right. Did that Lincoln team win state?
They won state the year before.
No, did they win state that year?
No, Carter beat them to get the state.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna say this, man, and I love Carter. So don't get me wrong when I say this. I don't see nobody beating that Kimball team. They not only demoralize people, but they take hearts and souls from cats. That Pine Tree team didn't even want to play no more.
They didn't.
Shoot, the Panther Creek people, they was ready to fight. They had them throwing cans and stuff at him.
On the KL for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Like,
They did. The fans was rowdy as hell out there.
yeah, they was a little perturbed. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna continue to say it, man.
It's a bad combination, man. You got
Man.
athleticism, you got skill, you got height, you got point guard, shooting guard, and let's just be honest. Hell, they got the better sideline, they got the better coach, they got the winner.
I can't. Listen.
They got the championship. You always make
they do have a championship coach. They do. Yes, they do. Yes, sir. Exactly right.
So you telling me a championship coach with a better team?
Coach, I'm not going against you, J Matt. I'm gonna continue to say this. I just think that Carter got to exercise a demon, and the demon can change colors. It doesn't matter because it was Faith Family. Now it's Kimball.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to face that demon. You done been in this thing 7 years and haven't got past it. Like that's something that has to change.
I do think that point guard is gonna win a championship before he leave Carter.
White boy.
I think white boy gonna win a championship before he leave Carter. I don't know when, but I do think he gonna get one before he leave Carter.
I think this is a total different conversation. Honestly, I think it's a totally different conversation if Pinkston beats Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the worst of the worst that could happen. And again, it's still we was making excuses for Carter because they was playing Faith Family, but shit, man, it don't matter. You got to defeat that demon, however that demon looks. You got to defeat it. And I just don't see them doing it this year. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is this in the closing of this conversation. Coach Lenny and Love, we trust the system.
All right, man. Listen, I trust the system too, man. Listen, Love is my guy. So don't ever get that twisted because what I'm saying, I would say that to Love. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever I'm saying right now, I will tell Love that to his face and have told Love. So I'm not that guy. What I am is saying at the end of the day, it's no different. There's a demon that needs to be exercised, and they got to do that regardless. Period.
And I do think, like I said, I think White Boy Love will get him a championship. I don't think it's gonna be this year, but before White Boy graduate, I think he will win a state championship before he leave Carter.
Yeah. And I think the beat Kemp. Go ahead,
man. Oh yeah, another thing, man. Whoever win, just think, man, a Kimball Yates state championship game or a Carter Yates or man,
No, be right. No, not so fast. Not so fast. Be right. Not so fast.
We got to, Jay, man. We got to make that drive, man.
No, be right. The winner of this game will have their toughest test in the semifinals with Lubbock Estacado.
Oh, so
yeah.
They don't play the okay.
Yeah. Lubbock Estacado is the absolute truth.
Yeah, that's the number one team, man.
No, number one team is Kimball.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. I'm thinking about the 4A team.
So
they are 4A.
So the winner of this
I mean the 5A, the number one 5A team. Go ahead.
Or Decatur, any one of them. Decatur or Estacado, that's the winner of this one. And if it's Estacado, for Carter, if they was to win, they've beaten Estacado by 15 this year already. But that was also the game that they lost their starting point guard to a broken leg. So if they play them again, it'll be a lot different. But if Kimball get Estacado, I do think Kimball beat Estacado by 10 or more.
Man, hey, Great show, guys. Great show. We will see. Matt, I hope you got those picks down because I ain't gonna go back and look at it and let Swaggy get it. But nah, man, we're excited. I plan on going to that game. I feel like I'm gonna have to get that hour early.
You better be there early, buddy.
Got to.
Yeah, I might try. Yeah, I was gonna try a media pass thing, but I don't know. I think I just want to go and enjoy this one and watch.
No, you got your thing still.
Oh yeah, I still got it. Oh
So
yeah. Okay, yeah, I go media style. I cover it
So
from the floor.
if any of y'all coming to the game, this is what you do. You don't go through the general door. You go down where the football field is.
Yeah.
That little side. You go through that door.
I know where you're
And
talking
you show
about.
your Dallas badge. You got to worry about beating the crowd. You'll be VIP.
Okay, yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, but make sure you know that they got to have a media credential to go through that door. You're gonna have people going down there trying to get in and said Swaggy and the Dub said it. We didn't say shit.
No, I'm talking to y'all. Not the crowd. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all three. I mean, y'all four.
I'm gonna be merching out. I'll be there. Don't worry
I'm
about
talking to
me.
y'all four about y'all having y'all thing.
Hey, bring me some old Cliff shirts there so I can grab my shirts there. Since you be merching out.
No.
Pay for
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, everybody in the chat gotta they gotta pay.
I think I might go up to the colony and support old West Mesquite, man.
Nah, bring your ass to the hood. Don't be trying to duck
hey, he ain't welcome at Carter.
Huh? Yeah,
he ain't welcome at Carter.
He got Carter in his blood. He got
man, his blood
took
green.
a couple of classes up there.
Hey,
his blood green.
How shit.
Hey, my advice for y'all.
I forgot he do got a state ring.
My advice for y'all and the people in the chat after the game: do not take your ass to Love gas station.
Boy, nah, for real.
Them kids gonna be over there having a ball. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, J Mac, you remember when we was young after the game, we used to go up to Carter High School after the games, after the football games?
Block party.
And Whataburger. 2 pesos.
The whole Camp Wisdom. Shit.
Whole Camp Wisdom. Liddy.
Pesos, boy.
From Polk all the way down. All the way down. All the way down to Cocker Hill.
The Whataburger on Hampton. That was the Soto City Hill fight spot back in our days. After they played.
Oh yeah. Yeah, boy, everybody had their story.
Jay said F them years. Jay, that's because you was a twinkle in your pop's eye.
Yeah, they was young. God damn.
Hey guys, it's getting late. Episode 121 is in the books. Appreciate Swag, OTC Media in the building. Big week, Carter Kimball. Y'all go support. We out.
All right.
Shout out to the Dub. Hey,
Watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Watch
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods. Put it in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean. We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special gifts, making picks and so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Motivi, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all